what to expect.
It's no wonder they call him the pride of Wales, Joe Calzaghe. You are looking at an absolute legend, the longest reigning super middleweight champion in boxing history, spanning Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting the renowned unified world champion with a remarkable undefeated.
And this one has all of those big fight feels. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. They exchange punches. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Just misses with that uppercut. Just misses with the right uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That uppercut doesn't land. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Pretty dominant round. And there's the bell for round 2. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What an upset here as Alvarez goes down!
And what a shot. Was that a flash knockdown? He should get up from that. He's fresh enough. He can get up from that. Does he want to?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown. Let's get it started in round 3. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff it.
No rest for the weary. How about that time counter shot? No rest for the weary. Nice counter. Do you believe what we're seeing? He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. Big hook doesn't land. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight, it's the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there, and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Stamina is off the charts. Misses with the straight left. Did well to block that right hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe. Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show...
Whoa, Johnny! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make...
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. There's the bell to start round 6. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed. A perfect counter shot. That uppercut misses. Well done with that counter shot. The straight right just misses. Counter shot. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Middle waist always gives.
Oh my God, Johnny! Joe Calzaghe just got rocked. True champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Calzaghe. There's the bell to start round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He misses with that straight left.
That's what's up.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again. It will happen all over again.
Who thought we'd be fighting at a Gothic cathedral? And yet here we are at Cambrian Hall. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters.
The Gypsy.
This bout is...
The fans are ready. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Ooh, a good straight. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted. It's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Swing and a miss with that jab. Nice counter shot. A perfect counter lands. And he just missed with that left jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw. On to the second round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
This fight has a real good flow to it. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. Jab slightly off target. Good counter punch. He misses with that jab. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. That counter punch caught him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. There's the bell for round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
and shoot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter. You don't want to trade shots. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This is a high-octane battle. Can't find a home with that jab. That right hook's already working well. They're giving us a high-tempo show. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bet. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he scores with the counter. How about that time counter shot? One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Good counter punching. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Punch, counter punch. They exchange punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Beautiful counter shot. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Beautiful counter punch. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
speed. Speed beats power. His stamina is off the charts. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. I say no one knows a fighter better. Let's start the 6. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
He's been cut. The referee's going to take a look. So time back in. Let's keep fighting. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight. There's a counter shot. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. They both want a knockout, you can tell. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well done with that counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, the cut man's got some work. There's the bell to start round 7. What an action-packed round that was. Let's see what they have in store for us here.
How much energy did they use? How hard and how tough and how much they had to dig deep. This is just ridiculous. I don't know what to expect. I'm tired just watching it.
Right uppercut just off target. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of defense here at all. They're both trying for a knockout. Nice counter punch. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. going to cause some serious problems.
Man, oh man, you know what? He's got to hope the referee doesn't jump in.
And we enter the 8th round. What a round we just saw. Let's see what we've got in store for us here.
Good work the last round. Be smart. Don't get too braggadocious. You'll get turned over and walk into a shot, and that's the last thing you want.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
You'd like to see more jabs. Swing and a miss with the jab. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Did you see that? Oh, and Tyson Fury, just down goes Fury.
Oh, no, come on, get up. Get up, it can't be over.
Yeah, bitch.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Run to me.
And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad.